do you
Good.
spark that? You know, like sometimes, like you with your partner, and you feel like you're more like male dominant, like more male energy, like a masculine energy than your partner. Are you like think maybe to step up a little bit? And I know that you say maybe going to your feminine, but when it doesn't switch faster.
That's your masculine right there.
Okay.
It's not fast enough,
Yeah.
right? And that's okay. I'm not making you wrong, but
No,
like
no,
see
it's okay,
how
tell me.
see how that like showed up right there.
Mm-hmm.
It's not switching fast enough.
Mm-hmm.
And so that is the practice of staying in that surrender and receiving place.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's okay, you know. I'm just going to keep focusing on nurturing my femininity, and he will adjust eventually when the time is right for him.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a very feminine place to be in, but so hard. So difficult. Even for many, you know, goddesses that have practiced this for many years before me. So that is the practice. It's a daily moment by moment awareness. Okay, I'm being pushy again. And sometimes being pushy is fine. Do it. It serves us in many situations, you know. If your kid is about to run across the street and your partner is looking away and isn't noticing, then you get to be masculine right there and be like, "Stop, Johnny!" Or like run across and like grab his hand and say, "Don't do that." You're allowed to be like that, right? It's just within our relationship, it doesn't serve us all the time. And if you have been in a relationship for so long in that dynamic, it's gonna take long to shift it as well. And you're gonna start the beautiful thing about this is you're gonna start seeing small sort of reassurances that it's working. Small. So you don't expect your partner of 15 years to suddenly show up masculine if you're the one that's more masculine for all that time. But when you for example, masculine men love giving to their woman gifts and showing up with grand gestures, and when we're in our masculine, we're like, "Oh no, it's okay," or we're like, "Oh, I don't like that sweater," or "No thanks," right?
I like the sweater thing. It happens often in my house.
Yeah, and what I teach women is accept their gifts, because the more they are accepted, the more they're going to do for us. So don't reject their gifts and then get mad that they don't do anything for us, right? I mean, it's quite simple, but it often takes that kind of notion to be like, yeah, true.
Yeah.
So even though you may not like the sweater, just say, "Thank you, that's beautiful," because it might be beautiful, it might just not be your size or your style. And say, "That's beautiful," and wear it every once in a while, and don't wear it the rest of the time.
So I cannot tell him that, yeah, it's a nice sweater, but it's not
Can
something
I
that I would
exchange it
buy.
for something else, maybe? Do you have a gift receipt?
Yeah.
So use your discretion, right? Like sometimes if you get like a very expensive gift or something, you'd rather exchange it for something you like, that's fine. It's just an example.
Okay.
So first of all, the way we ask our partner for something is also very important. So I teach my clients, express desires. Don't ask for something to get something. So when you express a desire, it's, for example, "Oh, I would love, or I would like, or it would feel so great if," that's expressing a desire. And don't make the next thing be you. So don't say, "I would love it if you did something." Say, "I would love if the dishes were done tonight and I didn't have to do them." For all you care, he hires someone.
Yeah, but there's nobody else home.
Just express it and leave it. I'm not saying it will magically happen that night. What I'm saying is we need to start practicing expressing our desires, because the desire in us is what attracts them to us. And it will reignite that thing that's lost in them, especially if you're with a man, a masculine man. It will reignite in them that that hero showing up for his woman. And that's what they live for. They love that feeling. And it's not for them to be our pussy, our bitch, right? I'm not saying that. It's a very genuine energy that we're bringing into our relationship. And it's the allowing of ourselves to receive, which is so difficult sometimes. So then the allowing the receiving part. So I would love for the dishes to be done tonight. I'm so tired. Or, I'd love to just read my book. And then walk away, go make your tea and read your book and bite your tongue or leave the house. Because maybe not the first time, but the second or third time, you will come back and the dishes are done. And then you lather them with gratitude because they feel so good having done this thing that you've requested. And then don't go to the dishwasher and change it all around because they did it wrong. So that's a receiving energy. We receive their gifts the way they have given us their gifts. It's a very difficult thing for us to do, but it will prove magical in a relationship.
Do you have any suggestions for a consummate fixer? If someone tells
Who's
you...
the fixer?
Me, always, because I'm always fixing everything, making sure that everything is running smoothly for the business.
Yeah.
And sort of turn that off.
Yeah.
Or, maybe I'm told a problem and I automatically go into solution mode.
Yeah, so buy a partner, maybe. Or, yeah. So that's a very masculine energy, as we know, right? Like men like to fix things and it irritates the shit out of us. Sometimes it irritates me a lot. I just sometimes want to express myself and not need fixing, right? And same with whoever you're talking to. So just you're self-aware about it. That's amazing. And slowly start saying, oh, oops, I'm fixing, to yourself or out loud.
What do you do instead, though?
Yes.
You just sit there and listen?
Breathe. And don't start with that. Start a different practice on the side. Don't be like, okay, next week when I'm fixing some guy, I'm gonna practice it. No, you nurture that side of you so that when those situations come up, it's much easier to catch yourself and be like, oh, haha, there I go again, right? Soften, breathe, feel my femininity, whatever that might mean for you. Maybe even go in the bathroom and dance, just move your body, move that energy, that nervous, stuck energy, because what it is it's anxiety around not having control. So then we come out with suggestions for the other so that we can control the situation. And being in your feminine energy, your femininity, is lack of control, it's surrender, which is so scary. So move that energy. And I tell a lot of my clients, every morning, dance your ass off to music, either with headphones on or without, depending on how embarrassed you are or how many people you live with, and move that energy so that you start your day off in that movement space. So those are some ideas.